Mexican Americans out there. You're a bunch of pussies too, some of you. And the reason why is because you sit there and you say, oh, Trump said that I was a rapist. Oh, he said that we're all murderers. Yeah, he wasn't fucking talking about you, you fucking dumb shit. You're not a murderer or a rapist. You're not illegal. A lot of you not even legal. Most of you guys are Americans and you think that you're a fucking Mexican. You're not. You're a freaking American. Why don't you defend the country that you were born in? Or defend the country that gives you your livelihood? Or defend the country that makes it possible for you to send your kids to that nice fucking school that you're sending them to? Why don't you get, instead of cowering up and sucking up to the fucking crowd, the dumb motherfuckers that don't know their asses from a hole in the ground, why don't you get some fucking brains and read some of the material that people are posting so you can understand how we're getting fucked as a nation? That might not be important to you. The thing too, I got a bone to pick with too.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine.
And the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. No, George Washington was a slave owner. Was George Washington a slave owner? So will George Washington now lose his status? Are we going to take down, are we going to take down statues to George Washington?
Black Student Union President Mohammed Mesfin says her organization put it in writing, presenting a list of 7 demands to the University of Washington, focusing on diversity requirements, hiring more black faculty.
And then, of course, removing the George Washington statue.
This was Joe Biden in a recent test, but just watch the clip.
Look, the range of challenges Europe and the United States must take on together is broad and complex. And I'm eager to hear next.
What the?
Oh, he just dropped an N-bomb.
Yeah, hold on a second. I know what you're going to say. Not a word whisker, but it's a bad whisker. Just in case for those who missed it.
Eager to hear next. Eager to hear.
Why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey, and with a straight face, you're gonna tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom. All right. And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending.
I want you on my team.
So does everybody else. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow. That bend till I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I.
First of all, is the president going to release a statement or say something about Rush Limbaugh?
I know, obviously, the news just came out in about the last hour before I had come out. I can say I'm not sure if we'll release a statement from the president. He has spoken to, in the past, to Rush Limbaugh's sickness and illness at the time, and certainly, his condolences go out to the family and the friends of Rush Limbaugh, who of course, lost him today. But I don't know that I anticipate a statement from the president, but I can certainly pass on his condolences and expression of support for the family.
Thanks.
2 Long Beach grocery stores are closing over Hero Pay. Kroger, the large company Kroger, announced yesterday that Ralph's at the North Los Coyotes Diagonal and the Food for Less in North Long Beach will shut down in April. As you can see, here are the stores. They're roughly 7 miles from each other. The move comes after the city council passed an ordinance mandating an extra $4 an hour for grocery workers.
Grocery store giant QFC announcing the closure of 2 Seattle stores. The company saying it can't keep open under the city's newly passed hazard pay legislation that went into effect February 3rd.
This was a 22% increase in operating costs, and those 2 stores were already operating in the red, so it just was a decision we had to make, unfortunately.
It's almost like if you artificially inflate the operating cost of a business, they won't be able to stay open, and it'll cost people their jobs.